Hey mountain men and women, my name is Logan Kirk and I'm here with RockyMountainMysticMan.com. In today's episode, we are covering something that I know a lot of you have been waiting on, and that is making the percussion caps for your black powder weapons. That's right, you guys, I know. If you know and you've been watching my channel, you know that I carry a pair of 1851 Colt Navies. I love these things, 44 caliber, you just can't beat this. Not historically accurate, but I don't care, right? I mean, I got 18 grains of black powder in there, I got a 44 caliber round, homemade percussion caps, and those things put holes in stuff, and that's what they're for. Now, here's the thing. I make my own black powder, which is going to be a future episode coming real soon, so stay tuned. The other thing is I make my own lead balls. Got to be able to do that. And I also make my own number 11 percussion caps. That's right. Now, the percussion caps aren't something that we can just go out and bushcraft a little thing and make the tool to do. No, you need to do a little legwork first and pick up a few things. And this I want to show you right here is the percussion cap maker die. That's right. Now this thing is hard to locate. They used to be prevalent 10 years ago. You could buy these things, you know, at a local store. Not anymore. Okay, there's one guy in all of the United States who's selling these things right now, and it's going to run you $49.95, worth every half penny you can muster for this thing. All right. The cool thing about this is that he also makes the primal compound that we use for the percussion caps. Now, the name of his website is 22lrreloader.com. Check him out. He is so busy though that you got to expect that it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks before he even ships out your item. And I had to wait for it. I had no idea. You know, it's just one of those things. But even now today, it's even more prevalent. That guy is busy. So let's send him our money. Let's send him our patronage, and let's support his small business, right? Because anyone who's dealing with black powder stuff, we got to keep them going. We need that. So the reason that I buy this, you guys, is because I'm going to get 2,000 percussion caps from his bag for $19.95. So you do the math on that, and you'll see it's well worth your time and the 20 bucks that you spend. This die, you're gonna, I mean, man, it barely looks like it has any wear on it, and I have made a lot of percussion caps with it. So what you see in front of you here is everything you're going to need to make percussion caps. You're going to need some acetone. Now I recommend going and picking up a quart size of this, you know, or maybe just go raid your wife or girlfriend's cabinet. I don't know. I just pick up the straight pure acetone, use that. There's way more than I need in there. I'm gonna use that for other projects as well. You need something to pour the acetone in, all right? You're going to need a plastic mixing cup. This is important. This primal is so volatile that if you put too much pressure on it, it's gonna blow. So if you use metal, you're more likely to create a spark, blow that stuff. You use glass and you accidentally, you know, set that percussion powder off, it's gonna blow up in your hand. At least with plastic, it's just gonna shatter the plastic and blow out the other side. But I'm telling you, and we're gonna demonstrate this too throughout the video, exactly how powerful this stuff is. It's awesome. You're also going to need a little packing stick. Now they recommend you use matches. I just go out and whittle a little stick. This is to pack the primal into the primer after the acetone has evaporated, and we'll get to that as well. And then we also need something to store all of your percussion caps in. Now I've made a bunch here already because that's what I do. I make a whole bunch, and then as I need them, I fill them with primal, but we're gonna make more, don't you worry. You're gonna see the whole process. And then I have something to put my finished product in where it dries, and these are some ones that are drying here, because like I said, I just keep a constant supply and chain of these things rolling. You're also going to need a soda can, a pop can, depending on what part of the country you're from, because this is what we make them out of. I know, right? These things are everywhere. Even in an SHTF situation, you're gonna be able to find these bad boys everywhere, all over the world. So without further ado, let's get into the process. So the first thing we gotta do, mountain men and women, is we gotta cut a hole in this can. We pop a little hole in there, and I use a pair of scissors, and we're gonna cut this up. This is what we make them out of. All right, so now we've got a nice little strip of the aluminum. We'll take it, we'll dry it off. And now we're gonna cut strips out of it. Just about a 1/2 inch wide is all you need, and you'll do that to the whole thing. to the side. So now that we have our 1/2 inch strip of aluminum, we're gonna take our die. All right, separate that there. You'll notice that in the die, there's a little slit. We're gonna take this and we're gonna slide it in there, fit it all the way inside. All right, just like so. And here's the easy part, you guys. Put this back on the cap, pop it. That's all we do, and there it is. A number 11 percussion cap. So let's make a few of these now, and I'll show you how quick it can be done. And just like that, we've made 5 percussion caps right there. Now, I know from my personal experience that when I mix up a batch of the primal compound, I do it so that I can fill about 15 percussion caps. So let's make another 10 of these things. All right, there we go. We got 15 percussion caps ready for primal. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna set these over here to the side. And you guys, these things fit snugger on the weapon than when you go and you buy like some CCIs. I mean, I'm telling you, now with the brass ones, I usually gotta crimp them right before I put them on. The nice thing about these is you don't gotta crimp them at all. They fit snug on those number 11 nipples, which is awesome. So now that we've got that taken care of, let's go ahead now and mix up some primal. So when you order the primal, it's gonna come in this little bag like this, and you're gonna get 4 bags inside, all right? Now watch my black powder video and you'll learn about exactly what these chemicals are and what we're mixing up here, because it's very similar to what we use when we're making black powder. They also send you this small little dipper, which has 2 sizes on it. It has a small side and a large size. Now the bags are always clearly labeled, and sometimes the stickers change, but the meaning is always the same. L2 means 2 large scoops. L, 1 large scoop. S and S is 1 small scoop each. So let's go ahead and mix that up. So the first thing you gotta do is when you open the bags up, because a lot of this stuff is hydrophobic, we gotta knead it, all right, in the bags. This is to try to eliminate any of the clumping that happens, and we wanna get that all eradicated and out of there. So let me go through, knead all these bags up, and then I'll show you the mixing process. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our L2 bag that has been kneaded, all right? And we're going to open this bad boy up. L2 is 2 large scoops, so we'll use the large side of the scooper. Nice to the top. And we'll get that in there. 2 large scoops. Fill that up. There we go. How we seal these bags up because they suck moisture up. This one here is going to be 1 large scoop. Let's do it. Now, I believe it is important that you note, don't mix up more than this at once because you just end up with a highly volatile compound that can cause problems if you're not careful. All right, there's 2. Close this bad boy. All right, now we're going to smooth over to the other side of the scooper here. Use the small side. One. Close it up. And 2. And now we just got to slowly mix it up. And this is the thing here, is you got to mix it careful. And don't mix it towards your face. You want to mix it where it's going to, if it does happen to explode, it's going to go away from you. Right here, I've got it pointed at my nice fancy camera, so if it goes off, you're going to get a face full of awesome explosion. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. But if it does, yeah, what are we going to do about it? So as you can see, I'm mixing it up really nice here. Tap the plastic. Get this thing mixed in really, really well. This way, we've got a nice compound. Now, it doesn't take much, you guys. This is about it. And as you can see in here, I am mixing it up so that there's no clumping going on. So anything that I wasn't able to knead out of the bags, I'm mixing this here and we should be good. All right, literally, that's all it takes. And that's about 15 percussion caps worth right there in the bottom of this. Now, let me take this outside and show you guys exactly how volatile of a product we have right here, right now. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit here of this and this compound, one little small scoop. We're gonna sit it right here, nice little pile. Whew. All right, now it's time for my favorite part of the day, blowing some stuff up. Here we go. It's volatile. Let's go make some percussion caps. All right, so now you've seen exactly how volatile this stuff is, and which is why I purchase it and use it from 22LR Reloader. Just great product, you guys. Now, I can show you in a later video how we can make our own priming compound, because that's another thing with that self-sufficiency. I'm telling you, for 20 bucks, supporting a local, Colorado, United States black powder reloader, man, awesome, right? So let's support each other. All right, so I've mixed up the compound. We've got it in here. Again, you guys, this is important. Make sure you keep track of which side is the large side, which side is the small side. So the way that I do this is I like to use an old CCI cap tin, and I will pour a little bit of the acetone into the bottom, just enough to float it. The reason being is that when I drop this into the center, that percussion cap, through capillary action, it draws the right amount of acetone inside the percussion cap. Makes it really easy. Don't have to use a dropper or anything. So using the small side of the scooper, I'm gonna fill it about 1/3 full. That's all it takes. And then I'm slowly gonna pour this into the percussion cap. Just kind of bounce it in real nice and easy there. And that's all it takes. Then I will take a napkin here, because it will, through that capillary action, leak a little out, and you don't want the stuff all over your table. Set your weapon down too hard, next thing you know, boom, got an explosion on the wooden table. Can't have that happen, the wife freak out, right? So let's go ahead and make up the rest of these here, and yeah, that's how it's done. Let's do it.